If you're drawn to stories about love, betrayal, and the unexpected consequences of our choices, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a chapter. Welcome to our storytelling family. Let's begin. I never set out to destroy my marriage. I know that's what people always say when they're caught, but it's the truth. When I first started talking to Jason, breaking my vows wasn't part of the plan. I didn't want to leave Ethan. I wasn't chasing romance outside my marriage. I wasn't even looking for anything. And yet, somehow, I ended up here, married to the man I had an affair with. Every morning, I wake up next to Jason, and this cold, empty feeling in my stomach greets me before anything else. A dull ache that never really goes away. Let me take you back. Ethan and I had been together for 6 years. We didn't have a whirlwind romance, but what we shared felt steady, safe. We had structure, habits, a calm kind of love that felt like home. Saturdays were for pancakes and fresh coffee. We shared a mortgage, 2 cats, and an ordinary life that at the time seemed quietly beautiful. We weren't extraordinary, but we were solid. But things began to shift in our 5th year. Ethan got a big promotion. It meant longer hours, more travel, and more time spent staring at screens instead of at me. The space between us widened slowly, silently. I noticed it, and I tried to bridge the gap. I cooked meals he loved. I initiated late-night talks. I planned weekend trips, hoping to reignite something. But his attention was always divided. Emails, meetings, conference calls. It was like I was vanishing right in front of him. Then Jason appeared. We met at a birthday dinner for a mutual friend. He was witty, engaging, and effortlessly charismatic. When he asked about my life, he actually listened. No distractions. No glancing at a screen. Just eye contact and genuine interest. I hadn't felt that kind of presence from anyone in years. It started off small. A few casual texts, a couple of laughs over DMs, the occasional coffee. I kept telling myself it was just friendship, harmless. But deep down, I knew better. I was starving for connection, and Jason offered me more than I even realized I craved. The first time we kissed, I cried, not from guilt, but because the moment felt so real, too perfect. And that terrified me. I told myself I'd end it. Go home. Come clean. Try to save what I had. But I didn't. Instead, I sank deeper. I made excuses to stay late at work. I deleted messages, cleared my browser, and showered twice a day, just in case. Guilt came in waves. Crushing, heavy waves. But then Jason would text me something sweet or touch my arm, and that guilt would meld into something that felt like freedom, like escape. Eventually, the truth came out, not because I was brave enough to confess, but because I got careless. Ethan found a message on my iPad. He didn't yell. He didn't even cry. He just stared at me and asked, "How long?" 7 months. I whispered. He nodded, stood up, and walked out. He disappeared for 3 days. When he returned, he handed me divorce papers. No screaming, no arguing, just silence. And that silence pierced deeper than anything else could have. Jason moved in less than a month later. At first, he was everything I thought I needed, gentle, supportive, saying all the right things. Now we can be together, without hiding. This is real. I've never loved anyone like this. And I wanted to believe that. I needed to. So when he proposed a year later, I said yes. We got married on a quiet beach with no guests. Just us and a photographer who kept saying we looked like a couple from a magazine. Maybe we did. But behind the smiles and the crashing waves, something inside me felt empty. At first, I chalked it up to guilt. Maybe I just needed time to forgive myself. But time passed and nothing changed. The guilt didn't go away. It morphed into something darker. Doubt, frustration, regret. Jason wasn't who I thought he was. Once the thrill was gone, the secret texts, the stolen hours, he changed. He became short-tempered, moody, jealous, possessive. He didn't trust me. The irony still stings. He'd constantly ask where I was going, who I was texting. If I was late, even by a few minutes, I'd face interrogation. I used to feel cherished. Now I felt trapped. And I changed, too. I became distant. defensive, bitter. I started comparing him to Ethan, the man I hurt. Ethan, who had trusted me without conditions. Ethan, who gave me space to be myself. Ethan, who didn't deserve what I did to him. Some nights, I'd scroll through Ethan's social media, looking for signs, clues about his life. Had he moved on? Did he still think about me? Did he hate me? One night, I found a photo of him hiking with a woman. She looked sincere. The caption read, "Grateful for second chances." And that's when it hit me like a punch to the chest. I hadn't just betrayed Ethan. I betrayed the version of me I used to be. The one who believed in sticking through the tough seasons. The one who believed in loyalty and growth and working things out. I gave all that up for temporary excitement. I mistook attention for affection. I thought love meant feeling wanted again. I married the man I had the affair with, believing it would last, believing it would feel like the high of the affair forever. But infidelity isn't a foundation. It's destruction dressed in passion. Now I lie next to Jason at night, feeling miles away. We eat dinner in silence. No laughter, no warmth, just screens, distance, and an awkward tension we both pretend not to notice. I think he regrets it too, but neither of us ever says it aloud. And the cruel twist? I got everything I thought I wanted. I left my marriage. I ended up with a man I risked it all for. I got the fantasy. And I've never felt more lost. People sometimes ask, would you do it again? If I knew then what I know now, I'd choose honesty. I'd choose counseling. I'd have hard conversations instead of looking for comfort elsewhere. I'd fight for Ethan, for us, because no affair, no matter how intoxicating, can replace the quiet, steady love of someone who knows all your flaws and chooses you anyway. I gave that up, all for someone who only ever loved the version of me that was sneaking around in the shadows. And now I live with that choice. I cheated on my husband. I married my affair partner. And I carry the weight of that regret every single day.